used. You said you're proud to do what you do. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. There's some other words there. Proud, empowering, any others?
I feel like it's made me feel like, not like a woman, but like I have control, you know? I have financial stability. Like, no matter what happens, I will never be homeless ever again. You know what I mean? And to me, that is huge. Because
How much money are you making?
Over 10K a month.
And you think that that's enough to make sure that you're never homeless ever again?
If you're saving it, right?
Yeah.
And even if you're saving the whole thing, how long have you been doing it for?
Like 3 years.
And how long have you been making 10K a month for?
About a year and a half.
Yeah.
And how much have you saved? How much have you got in a savings account?
I'm not going to say that on live, but it's enough so that I could not work for at least a year and all my bills would be paid.
Is it over 50 grand?
It's about that.
And where have you got that sitting? Is it in an investment account or?
It's in a couple places. I have 2 banks. I have like 3 different online versions of that, and then I have cash, and then cash is in 2 different places as well.
Right, so it's just sitting in like a savings account essentially.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What makes you think that 50 grand in a savings account would make sure you're never homeless again?
No,
even if it's 100, even if it's 100, what makes you think that?
I mean, currently, like.
You
for
just
example,
said you'll never ever be homeless again. So what makes you think that 100 grand would make that
I'll be
difference?
investing back into myself. So my
How
goal.
so?
Well, I'm actually pretty much done with my associate's degree in psychology, and I'll be going back for my bachelor's and master's. So my money is reinvesting back into myself, and eventually I'll be a criminal psychologist. So what I mean is, I'll never be homeless again because I've made sacrifices publicly
So why didn't you
and
just?
socially.
So the idea is that you're going to get a degree and you're going to become a psychologist. Why didn't you just do that without the sex work?
Well, originally I was going to be a nurse major, but then I had a really bad hand accident and I had to get surgery, and I don't have the same capabilities anymore. So I had to switch to psychology. So this is kind of like a new
if you have a
route.
bad hand or whatever, then you can still study, right?
Yes, that's not the problem. That's why I'm switching to psychology.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the question is that you said you want to go to university, you can have a part-time job, you can eventually make the sort of money that you want to make as a criminal psychologist. Was it criminal psychologist?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's the need for the sex work? Why don't you just do it tomorrow, jump in?
Well, the thing is, I could do that. And the thing is, I had 3 jobs for a really long time, like about 2 to 3 years. I always had multiple jobs. I'd work 60 to 80 hours every week. My only income was 9 to 5s type shit. And it wasn't enough. And I was barely making it. And I was tired all the time. Like, I almost crashed one night because I was so tired going home at like 6 a.m. from
Are you
being a CNA.
living alone? Are you living in an apartment by yourself?
I
or
live with Kayla.
How much are you guys paying for rent?
That's personal.
Give me a ballpark. How much are you paying? Who cares how much you're
It's
paying for
like
rent?
2,000.
2,200? 2,000?
Yeah, including all the other
Yeah.
stuff.
Right. So you think that the 50 to 100K or whatever you've got will be enough to sustain you for how long?
A long time. Like, with the rent that's going on right now, I could be chilling for like 4 years.
Maybe in Bangkok.
I guess so. But I don't know. I feel like... Oh, never mind.
You said it. Okay, you said you were proud for the sex work, is what.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not easy.
Proud for the sex work. You. It made you feel more like a woman to do sex work. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, I had a really unfortunate upbringing with my sexual identity as a younger individual. And for the longest time, I was scared of it. I didn't want to do sexual activities with my partners. I didn't feel comfortable even in my alone time. Like, I wouldn't even TMI. And then after I started doing more and more, and I was like, wait, like, I know who I am now. I know what I like. I know what I'm comfortable with. And it kind of taught me.
So
to,
was the
like,
childhood stuff that you're talking about, like, we won't go into it, but it was some sort of exploitation?
It was abuse
Right.
intimately from different people in my life, starting at a year and a half. They went to jail.
Right.
But life is hard. And for me, I felt like, wow.
But
this is
just
a
on the
moment.
point though, we get life is hard for sure. But do you think that engaging in OnlyFans is a form of exploitation of your sexuality or of your body?
I think it could be considered that, but to
Self-exploitation?
me personally, I think of it like I'm a businesswoman. Like, I file taxes, they're business taxes. I
How
pay
many people
additional
do you
for that.
employ?
Me?
Yep.
I have a marketing team, so I guess however many people are on that.
How many
but-
people do you employ?
Kayla? How many people are on that?
Like 3 at least.
3? At least 3.
And where do they live?
I don't know.
You don't know where you have employees?
No. One of them
Do you pay
lives in
their-
LA.
do you-
Oh, LA.
Do you pay their
yes.
health insurance?
It's
No.
no. I don't
No?
know about that. Mm-mm.
So they're not really an employee. They're someone maybe you give cash to.
I think from how I view it,
Do you pay their
it's-
tax? Do you have an LLC?
I actually do have an LLC.
And the LLC is your business?
Yeah.
And do you pay that person through your LLC?
I don't
Yeah,
know how to
we
explain it.
do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who pays their taxes then?
Themselves.
Them? I guess them. I don't really know.
How does it work? How do you pay them? How do you not know how you pay somebody?
Because usually it's kind of.
Do you really employ anyone, or are you
I
lying?
actually do. I know it sounds like
so
weird.
do you not pay them?
No, I do pay them.
How?
It's hard to
Percentages.
explain.
It's
She
really not
pays
hard to
someone
say.
to deal with all.
Yeah, I pay someone to
So
deal with all
you
that.
so you have no. So what you're saying is you don't employ anybody. You have a marketing agency that employs people that you work with. Yeah.
I kind of consider that employing someone. Like I'm
No.
asking
Well-
them for.
Oh, do you,
She was just saying she's a businesswoman, and I'm saying if you're a business person, an entrepreneur, you have a company where you employ people, you pay their taxes for them, you go through your LLC. But it sounds like you're a sole trader. I don't know what you call it over here.
Good for you.
Hmm. All right, we have a chat here from Masculine.
Work 70 hours a week.
these women, the pink sewer chick, the first 2 across from Brian, are effing idiots. Wow, okay, that's something. You're not worth $1,000 an hour. Here, do the South Korean cheerleader fucking dance. You don't know what that is?
No.
You haven't seen that on TikTok?
I guess you're more brain rotted
You
than
would
me.
know.
Probably a
You would
little bit. You're not worth $1,000 an hour. You're worth 1 cent an hour tops. Otherwise free. GTFO with that shit. Okay, that's an interesting one. Thank you,
And that's why
Masculine,
we
for the
get
message.
$1,000 an hour.